Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. First of all, I want to say thank you to Knife Detector for giving me a shout out in his video yesterday. That was a really awesome video. If you guys haven't seen it, I won't give it away. It's guessing what knife he has, and it's a really cool military knife. I'll leave it at that, but I think he says that also. So don't cheat and look at the comments. Figure it out if you can. It was a really good video, and I enjoyed it. Today, as you can tell from looking at the title, today we are talking about copperheads. And I have a couple of examples from the case copperheads from this year, the vault release. And I have a couple of Rough Riders that one of them is the new denim micarta copperhead, which just came out, and the other one is Old Red, which is my red pickbone copperhead that I've had for a while now, and I really enjoy that knife. But I guess we have to kind of talk a little bit. We'll catch up everybody that the new subscribers, which I thank you and I appreciate you all for coming along on this knife journey. I just wanted to let you know that kind of where everything started and where we may be going. I was mostly, I didn't even think about traditional knives for quite a long time. I had them, of course, when I was growing up, when I was a teenager and in my early 20s, but, everything kind of went to where I was using either a flipper, like this Kershaw Weston, which we'll do a separate video on flippers here in the future, or guys like this Leatherman Wave, or any of the other multi-tools, or even our good old Spyderco Delica. And, these guys were the knives that I used all the time. But then when I was cleaning out a drawer, like always, you find something, and I found this little guy. And this little knife here had half stops. I recently found out from one of the commenters that this was made by Camillus. So thank you for that. And when I, held this in my hand and I opened it and closed it and felt the action, I just thought, this is pretty awesome, and it made me very nostalgic for the more old days and stuff that was around back then. So I got a couple ones. I was trying to decide what pattern to get, and I said, well, really, I'm kind of drawn to the copperheads and the canoes and the trappers, but lately trappers have become an obsession with me, and I love them. You've seen that, but copperheads are right up there neck and neck with them. And canoes, which I thought I would love the most, and which seemed the one that I would gravitate to the most, ends up to kind of be in third place on this traditional journey that I'm on. And I hope you guys will stick around for that. But let's go over some of the features. Now, this was in my couple of my favorite knives videos, and this is a Rough Ryder, and I liked this shield, and I like red knives, yellow knives, orange knives, really any knife. Let's face it, even the black ones, I like them too. They're just as good as any of the others. But I liked the idea of the Rough Riders. Of course, I'd read that book, about Teddy Roosevelt and all that stuff back in history, which is nice. And I love history too, which is another thing that draws me to the traditional patterns. Is just the, I love the stories that go with these knives, and the fact that knives like this, helped to, build the world. Anyways, this has a couple of clip point blades. It has your main clip point blade here, which is a very handy knife. I used this thing, carried it, I don't know, how much, but probably of all the traditionals, it's the most used. And it has the reverse frost etching on it that says red pickbone, because this is from the red pickbone series that Rough Ryder did. But I love this long clip sometimes called a Turkish clip, sometimes called a California clip. Really nice, handy, thin blade. You know, these blades are big enough for you to do some good work with, and these knives are really not that expensive, and you get a lot of quality and value. Fit and finish, you know, we'll go over that real quick, is really nice, very smooth back springs. Then you have the natural bone scales, which are nice. This one side is not as dark as the other side, but bone takes dye at different rates depending on the porosity of the bones and stuff. But all in all, a very good knife, and I'm very happy with that purchase. Now here's the new Rough Ryder Denim Micarta series, which you'll notice is different. It doesn't have a shield on this side or this side. Nice threaded bolsters, slant bolsters, and just the large R that's on this side, which of course some people mind, but I don't, since my first initial starts with an R. I think it's kind of cool, but I guess I'm in the minority there. Anyways, this again, it has a very strong pull, but you have the main clip blade, which is nice. You have the match strike pulls. Not, it kind of seems like it's maybe not as big. Yeah, see the nail nick is bigger on the older model, and it's smaller on this one. This one had the 440A stainless blades. This is in the new T10 carbon, which from all reports, everybody seems to like a lot. This blade is, again, a Turkish or California clip. Nice swedge on there. Just a fantastic knife for under 20 bucks. You know, fit and finish is awesome. Really nice, you know, back springs here. And the denim micarta, I mean, that, if that doesn't look like blue jeans to you, then, you know, I don't know. But it sure does to me. Anyways, let's look at some of the case offerings. This one, I wanted to get one with the yellow Delrin handle because, again, I like yellow knives also. And also what makes this a Copperhead is, again, the bolster comes up and it covers the tangs, the end of the tangs. Case said they came out with this knife pattern sometime right around World War I. And so, again, I like the history on that. Fit and finish is excellent. I've carried this knife, you know, in pocket. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. Nice pull, does have half stops. You have a beautiful clip here, and then they have, instead of a second clip, they have a pen blade. But this is a really good size pen blade. It's really, here, we'll pull out one of the secondary blades. We'll get on this guy here. So as you can see, bolster to bolster, it's not really that much shorter. You know, we're looking at probably within, you know, a ½ inch. And it's kind of interesting too, as you see with the blades deployed, this one, your handle kind of goes down, you know, which helps give you that natural cutting thing. This one here is a lot more straight, so it's a lot more dead on, maybe, you know, better for some fine work. But I don't know that you would use the pen much. You would use your main blade more, I would think. So this was in the yellow Delrin. It has the case CV steel, which I am going to not force a patina, but let it patina on its own naturally. This is the case Copperhead that is in the Rogers corncob bone, and I really liked the color of this, the bone, and I liked the hot dog shield with the case name in it. I really thought this was kind of a cool little knife, and I liked the colors. I liked this jigging pattern. It kind of looks like an old corncob pipe, was what it reminded me of. But yeah, again, same blades. You have the clip. These blades on this knife are in the True Sharp stainless steel, and again with the pen blade. But these are very handy knives. I really like them. Let me close this guy up. I have some other knives for comparison as far as size, because these guys are right in the middle of size. So here is a full-size case trapper, and as you can see, it just is just a little bit longer, probably again maybe a 1/2 inch or so. If that didn't show up good enough, let's throw in my my RJ's Knives trapper. It's again a full-size trapper from Moormaker, which I just love that knife. It's so awesome. But kind of just to round it out, just like those are just slightly bigger than a trapper, here's a mini trapper. So if we have the case mini trapper and the full-size trapper, as you can see, each one is just slightly smaller than the other. But yeah, it really, you don't notice that it's an issue with carrying these. And they're very useful blades, very beautiful. Like I said, you know, for your EDC needs, traditional knife does cover, you know, most everything. I know that a lot of guys like flippers and they want, you know, higher end steels and stuff like that. But really, for a knife that you don't mind if it gets dirty, you don't mind if it, you know, gets used hard or whatever, these knives will give you a lot of pleasure. They're a lot of fun. But like I said, I'm not against flippers or any of the modern knives. I was looking at some of the Lion Steel offerings today. Those are still off in the future because you can't do one of those right now. But that does intrigue me to have a traditional Barlow with M390 is kind of an interesting deal. Although I'm not completely sold on super steels. But a good reference for steels, if you go to Blade HQ and you scroll down, you'll see that they have written a guide that gives you kind of the properties of steels. And it's, you know, kind of a really good guide. You can see what you're buying, what kind of properties they have. And, you know, that's always good to be an informed consumer. So know what you're getting. You know, you may want a knife that you can sharpen yourself and, you know, have the fun of learning how to sharpen and all that other stuff. And you may just want a, you know, a regular stainless knife or a carbon steel knife that takes a fantastic edge, you know, so you can practice your sharpening skills. And, you know, I'm sorry, I just have to throw this trapper in here. I can't help myself. But yeah, just, you know, these are fun knives. You know, don't discount them. Don't just say they're just, you know, old men's knives or your grandpa's knife or whatever. And, you know, don't hold it against me because I'm an old man and a grandpa. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, enjoy the ramblings of another old man with traditional knives, or at least with traditional knife fever. Just know that, you know, I'll have all kinds of knives on here. There'll be all kinds of different folders in the future. Some old, some new, some borrowed, some with stories, some without, fixed blades, you know, of all types. As the channel continues to go on in time, we'll, you know, just continue looking at different knives and enjoying our time together. You know, so I hope you guys do enjoy it. Please like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please share it with friends of yours that may be interested in copperheads as a traditional pattern or in traditional knives of any kind. And I hope to see you guys soon. Please leave me a comment. I love reading the comments. I love interacting with my audience. It's one of the things that makes my day. So I hope to see you guys soon. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.